the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love, remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me
hold your hand, feeling lost and found. At the same time, that distant memory of you and me, so bittersweet and true. We thought we had it all. You'd come round when I called. I was the world to you, and you were mine too. I was so good to you, I'd even die for you. Thought you felt it too. How can you tell what's real or not? When do you know how to feel when everything's like fairy tales and sunny days? They're getting shorter every second, every minute, every day. Want them to stay. But then there was this day when you just walked away. How come you say one thing and do another? All broken promises, nothing more or less. You thought you made the right choice, but when do you know how to feel when everything's like fairy tales and sunny days? They're getting shorter every second, every minute, every day. The weeping, the crying is over now. But are you happy or are you lonely and dreaming of me? And sunny days getting shorter every day. Please just stay. Don't go away.
そんな感じで自分で全部日焼け止めも作れるし、そんな風にして、この環境もよく